Manifestation used to be spiritual, but today TikTok says think good thoughts and watch cash flow. You keep hearing manifest it up, but what if TikTok got it all wrong? Manifestation isn't wishful thinking, it's deeply misunderstood. Here's why. In recent years, a powerful trend has taken social media by storm: manifestation. TikTok creatives chant affirmations, post vision boards, and ride the luck mindset wave with pastel visuals and dreamy edits. It feels empowering, it feels hopeful, but there's a huge gap between viral clips and real transformation. Before we unpack that, let's rewind. Manifestation, in its traditional spiritual roots, is not about summoning things. It's about deep alignment between one's energy, intention, belief system, and consistent action over time. This concept comes from philosophies like the law of attraction and ancient spiritual teachings, where visualizing your destiny wasn't about bypassing effort, it was about clarifying direction while doing the inner work. People who truly practiced manifestation understood it as co-creation, not magical thinking. They aligned their beliefs with values, committed to growth, and took steps rooted in integrity. The vision board was paired with accountability. Affirmation was paired with discomfort. The spiritual part anchored the emotional resilience and discipline. Then came TikTok. Manifestation became catchy hashtags like Lucky Girl Syndrome, Manifest Money, and Vision Board Challenge. Creators repackaged it into punchy edits: say it, believe it, get it. This version often includes oversimplistic affirmations: I am a billionaire, viral audio tracks repeating positive statements, aesthetically pleasing visuals that imply transformation through wishful thinking. No follow-through needed, just vibed it. This is where things went off track. TikTok's version of manifestation often discourages discomfort, rational planning, and emotional rewiring. It converts the practice into a dopamine loop, like repeating, posting, liking, without requiring internal effort. In many ways, it became performance-based rather than practice-based. Here's the problem. When manifestation is reduced to a vibe or a clip, it misses the real maturity underneath it. Modern psychology calls this affective bypass, when emotionally heavy work is replaced with superficial positivity. You see the affirmations, you feel momentarily elevated, but the underlying insecurities, habits, identity barriers, they remain untouched. This version of manifestation can even harm mental health because people compare their messy growth to someone's highlight reel positivity. That's not true transformation, it's the illusion of transformation. How TikTok's manifestation misses the depth. 1. Removal of action. TikTok often encourages visualizing without executing. Manifestation becomes repeat affirmations, show the routine, post your board. The completing credit comes through likes, not lived change. 2. Avoidance of discomfort. Real manifestation requires emotional labor, facing fear, grief, resistance. TikTok manifestation usually smooths out discomfort. It prioritizes good vibes only, often suppressing authenticity and emotional truth. 3. Comparison culture. Watching someone else's manifestation success can make you feel stuck or like you're doing manifestation wrong if life hasn't caught up. This breeds shame, not growth. 4. Misattributed results. If someone gets a job or opportunity and attributes it solely to manifesting, observers may internalize the belief that imagining success trumps all other variables, neglecting preparation, skill building, grit, or privilege. Real manifestation is not gratefulness without action. It is gratitude plus stubborn clarity plus repeated friction. Why it matters? Because when you misunderstand manifestation, you lose power. You start waiting for dreams to arrive without doing the work. You begin avoiding discomfort because you've been taught vibe first. Your energy becomes consumption rather than creation. In contrast, authentic manifestation blends inner truth with outer effort. It invites challenge, accountability, failure, refinement, and presence. Our quick mindset reset. If TikTok manifestation has left you feeling stuck, here's how to realign it. Ask yourself, what aligned step can I take today, even if it's imperfect? Journal honestly, even if the affirmations feel surface level. Honor emotional shadows, resistance, doubt, confusion, not just positivity. Manifestation is not about bypassing reality, it's about learning to integrate it. Coming up in part 2, we'll explore the history and psychology of manifestation, diving into how belief, neural patterns, and cultural narratives shaped it. and why integrating intention with identity and action is essential for meaningful growth. Stick with Think Fresh Daily, where we reclaim real growth, one aligned choice at a time. Let's go back to the origin of true manifestation. In traditional spiritual systems and metaphysical teachings, like New Thought and ancient Eastern wisdom, manifestation starts with deep alignment. Practitioners believe that envisioning your desired path only works when matched with honest self-reflection, emotional clarity, and disciplined action. Manifestation was never wishful thinking, it was co-creation. It meant seeing the possibility, but then doing the interior work. Clarifying personal values, shifting subconscious beliefs, taking consistent action despite fear and uncertainty, holding yourself accountable, emotionally and morally. This is why manifestation rituals often included journaling, meditation, emotional clearing, and daily effort, not just visualization. That deeper approach shaped manifestation as a system, not a slogan. The psychology behind alignment and action. At its core, manifestation taps into human cognition. Cognitive reappraisal. We change how we perceive our internal states by aligning thoughts with behavior, e.g. reframing fear as growth potential. Self-efficacy. Visualizing reinforces belief in ability, but confidence only solidifies through repeated behavior. Neuroplastic reinforcement. Mental rehearsal primes pathways. Physical practice wires them into reality. When these three function together, mind, emotion, and behavior, you get sustainable transformation. Without action, it stalls in mental rehearsal. Without emotional integrity, it collapses under stress. How TikTok twisted the system today. TikTok repackages manifestation into consumable clips. 15-second affirmations, I'm a millionaire. Stylish vision board edits. Quick ungrounded tips like think it, believe it, receive it. There's no room for dissonance, resistance, failure, or critique. It's all positivity, cherry-picked and high vibe. This creates a shadow version of manifestation, a diffusion that confuses illusion with intuition, performance with practice. People internalize the idea that if they manifest it, it arrives. But what actually shifts is often just narrative identity, not real-world behavior. 4 ways TikTok's version undermines growth. 1. Aligning with identity without changing behavior. You say positive things, you insta-post the mood, but habits and identity unchanged. 2. External focus over internal growth. You wait for success to show up instead of building emotional and behavioral alignment. 3. Normalization of surface-level work. Affirmation is taught as both practice and outcome without real reflection or struggle. 4. Perpetual consumerism masked as inner labor. You consume more quotes, more scripts, more aesthetics, thinking it counts. How to reclaim real manifestation. Ready to step back into grounded manifestation? Here's your reset. Tie vision to action. Use manifestation prompts, but immediately pair them with micro-habits. Face emotional shadows. When doubt or fear show up, journal or meditate, don't ignore them. Track proof, not vibes. Use a simple log. What did you actually do today that reflects your vision? Use AI as companion, not commander. Ask it, how would someone embody my vision today through grounded action? This approach moves you from spectator, consuming affirmations, to strategist, choosing intentional alignment. Why this shift matters deeply? Because real manifestation is about embodiment, not just aspiration. Aesthetic manifestation can feel good, but real alignment requires discomfort and integration. It demands structure, flexibility, emotional depth, and persistent follow-through. That's why true manifestors build systems that respect both vision and resistance. They connect future identity to present action and emotional truth. In Part 3, we'll map out how modern culture rebranded manifestation and why trends like Lucky Girl Syndrome are more illusion than empowerment, and how to break free. Stay with Think Fresh Daily. We're helping you unlearn the hype and reclaim the real journey. Manifestation today glitters in TikTok loops. Pastel aesthetics, affirmations flashing to upbeat audio, and viral manifested success stories. But beneath the shine lurks something darker, the commodification of belief. In this part, we dissect how trends like Lucky Girl Syndrome distort spiritual roots into sugar-coated ideology, and why this faux vision often misfires. 1. What is Lucky Girl Syndrome? You probably recognize it. Creators declare they're naturally lucky, posting affirmations like everything works out for me, coupled with crystal imagery or neon captions. The belief is that the universe rewards them effortlessly, and if you repeat it enough, so will the universe reward you. It feels empowering, it feels risk-free, it sells belonging. But here's the truth, you don't become lucky. You become someone who builds momentum, even while trusting uncertainty. So when luck mindset overshadows effort, consistency, and internal work, it becomes performative hope, an escape from risk, not an invitation to action. 2. Why this trend misses the real work. A. It prioritizes vibe over substance. Catchy edits create dopamine, not discipline. Viewers feel energized but rarely move. B. It hides emotional complexity. Mental health struggles, doubts, or setbacks, rarely shown. The trend encourages pretending everything is easy. C. It erases identity change. Saying "I'm so lucky" doesn't make you brave or consistent. Saying "I choose growth even if uncomfortable" builds backbone. D. It fosters comparison fatigue. Watching others' highlight reels can lead to shame when life doesn't match the hype, reinforcing stagnation rather than encouraging vulnerability or progress. Number 3. The psychology behind superficial manifestation. At the heart of these trends is effective bypass, using positivity to avoid feeling deeper parts of human experience. It's like slapping a smile onto emotional complexity without working through it. But change happens in friction. Real manifestation doesn't erase fear, it transforms it. Real growth doesn't skip identity work, it leans into it. Harnessing spiritual insight without anchoring it in everyday action is spiritual bypassing, not spiritual alignment. 4. Reclaiming authentic manifestation, a modern reframe. How do you reclaim manifestation as a tool, not as a trend? Here's how thoughtful manifestors rebuild the practice using grounded alignment. Start with intention, not illusions. Begin by clarifying the why behind your vision. Once intention is clear, action becomes meaningful. Anchor vision to daily effort. Acknowledge that manifestation isn't instantaneous. It's built through repeated alignment even when you don't feel lucky. Honor discomfort as data. When resistance arises, feel it. Explore it. Let it inform your next step rather than burying it in affirmations. Track evidence over energy. Don't count likes. Count action. What small win moved the needle today? Use AI to support insight, not replace inner wisdom. Ask prompts like, what micro step would support someone working through imposter syndrome toward ambition? Then take that step. 5. Examples of realignment. Meet Lisa, the creative coach. She tried Lucky Girl affirmations but felt stuck. She posted her board, celebrated visibility but still refused to pitch clients. Then she reframed. Manifestation means I show up for fear with intention. She created one micro goal daily. Send one message, publish one draft, resist one distraction. Her likes didn't matter, her action did. Over time, luck became less mystical, more aligned with identity. She rewired belief through effort. 6. Why TikTok trends aren't enough. Patterns we repeat shape who we become. If you repeat affirmations without effort, you risk building identity illusions, not identity evidence. If you repeat narrative visualizations without emotional integration, you foster hope without alignment. TikTok trends are fun, fast, digestible, but real transformation is slower, messier, intentional, and often unglamorous. 7. Manifestation redesign framework. Here's a daily structure you can build from. Step, purpose, example, practice. But real transformation is slower. Clarify intention. Show the why. Behind vision, journal why this matters to me today. Micro action. Align through small behavior. Write one sentence toward your goal. Feel and reflect. Observe emotional barriers. Pause to note resistance or doubt. Proof and celebrate alignment, even in imperfection. Write down your small win of the day. Reboot prompt. Reset vision with nuance, not hype. Use AI. What's one grounded next step? Built this way, manifestation becomes practice, not performance. In summary, TikTok trends turned manifestation into a visual aesthetic and feel-good loop, but not a growth system. Real manifestation is not about being lucky. It's about being honest, brave, and aligned, one small act at a time. It's not defined by the perfect vision. It's proved through persistent alignment. In Part 4, we'll explore how to merge spiritual traditions, identity psychology, and modern ritual design into a unique system, so that manifestation becomes a lived process, not just a social trend. Stick with Think Fresh Daily. We're helping you unlearn the hype and re-anchor what matters. You've seen how manifestation's spiritual legacy became fast food positivity on TikTok, where affirmations replace action and aesthetics eclipse alignment. But truth travels deeper than trends. If manifestation is sacred co-creation, how do you reclaim it in modern life? Part 4 shows you. This is where spirituality, identity, and action merge into a lived system, not a performance. Rediscover manifestation's true roots. Think of ancient wisdom. Manifestation wasn't passive wishing, it was intentional creation. Spiritual traditions taught that inner states manifest outward events, but only when aligned through integrity and discipline. Practitioners created rituals like daily gratitude with embodied intention, not just words. Value-based affirmations that reflect ethical standards, not wishful fantasies. Emotional clearing practices such as journaling pain or resistance. Consistent outward action to test alignment in the real world. The mindset. Alignment is holistic. Your vibration, vision, and behavior move as one. The modern trend often sacrifices one or more of these. Build rituals that anchor vision in identity. To reclaim manifestation, we replace scripts with rituals anchored in identity. Consider this ritual architecture. A. Intention ritual, morning or weekly. Write one sentence. I create by showing up today as identity. Offer gratitude for alignment, not outcome. B. Micro-action ritual, daily. Perform one tiny aligned act, 3 push-ups, 1 intentional breath, or a sentence toward your vision. C. Emotional alignment ritual, midday or evening. Pause to reflect. What resistance or tension did I feel, and what is it pointing to? D. Proof anchor ritual, evening. Note one real act you took, even imperfect, and reaffirm, I choose identity over illusion. This sequence doesn't chase outcomes, it builds alignment. 3. Merge vision with integrity, not vanity. TikTok manifestation often focuses on outcome imagery, dream lifestyles, symbols of wealth. This version can disconnect you from your core. Instead, let integrity inform your vision. Base affirmations on values, not desires alone. Visualize yourself acting in integrity under pressure, not just living a perfect day. Anchor identity affirmations in character, not in achievement. This approach makes manifestation more sustainable and emotionally rooted. Act 4. Let AI be your ritual designer, not your vision board. Here's how to use AI deliberately. Ask it for nudges toward alignment, not fantasy scripting. Prompt, give me one emotional reset prompt to use when I'm dodging action. Or, what micro-action might serve someone who believes in identity over hype? By doing this, AI builds tools, energy, or nuance, not illusions. 5. Design your environment for integrated practice. Real manifestation happens outside apps and templates. It happens in your physical habits and cues. Keep your journal open near your workspace. Place a vision-triggering object, like your affirmation card, next to your bed. Design a routine where micro-actions are effortless. Post-work stretch, evening journal, breathing anchor before opening your laptop. When environment supports identity, your ritual runs on autopilot. 6. Real examples of integrated manifestation. Sarah believed in seeing results fast, until she realized she'd never built emotional consistency. So she shifted to daily micro-steps and identity journaling. After a week, her inner voice changed. Jamal tried luckboard affirmations for months. They felt good, but he didn't interview for jobs. Then he reframed. Manifestation means I meet uncertainty. He took one interview step. He repeated it. Later, he secured his opportunity. Both reclaimed manifestation by integrating belief, emotion, and action. Summary at a glance. Element. TikTok version, think fresh daily version. Focus, outcome, magic. Integrity plus identity. Practice, vision board plus repetition. Rituals, emotion, action. Role of AI. Vision designer. Ritual companion, insight tool. Measure of progress. Likes, vibes, proof, journal, emotional shift. Goal. Appear successful. Become aligned consistently. Looking ahead in part 5, we'll guide you on how to maintain these practices long term, especially when trends fade, tools evolve, or motivation dips. We'll show you how to reintegrate meaningful manifestation into real life, leaving behind performance traps and emotional avoidance. Stick with Think Fresh Daily. This isn't about manifesting overnight, it's about building identity with purpose, day after aligned day. By now, you've got a system. Intention rituals, micro-action anchors, emotional alignment, and proof verification. But real transformation isn't built in 1 week, it's built over months and years. That's where part 5 comes in, teaching you how to embed meaningful manifestation into everyday life, especially when uncertainty, change, or distraction comes. 1. Build redundant rituals. So momentum doesn't collapse. Fast trends are fragile. Motivation fades. Daily obligations shift. To stay aligned, build layers of rituals that support each other. Morning intention anchor, 1 sentence, gratitude, breath. Midday micro-action habit, aligned small act. Evening proof ritual, journal 1 real step. Emotional reset pause when resistance hits. When one fails, e.g. you skip your 1 sentence, another catches you. You still log your micro-action or journal your proof. Multiple access points keep you aligned, even on difficult days. 2. Normalize imperfection, not just progress over time. Your ritual system will evolve, but perfection remains the enemy of persistence. So pause perfectionism. Miss your ritual? Reset without guilt. Skip micro-action? Start again after lunch or tomorrow. Feel emotion you didn't expect? Journal it without judgment. Each imperfection becomes a moment to recommit, not to punish yourself, but to check in and realign. Identity grows through gentle recalibration, not harsh resets. 3. Revisit vision with nuance. Not hype annual or monthly vision boards can help anchor purpose, but don't fall into the trap of rewriting them when doubt hits. Instead, use nuance. Acknowledge progress and setbacks in the same reflection. Ask, what's 1 subtle shift I can make to embody my vision more deeply? Let your affirmation evolve, not erase discomfort. This is not changing the dream, it's deepening it. Pure tools, balanced dependence trends will come and go. AI tools will improve, but your real alignment never depends on it. Use AI to brainstorm ritual ideas, not generate your identity. Save mental clarity in a paper notebook or a human notebook. Keep a character anchor phrase you recite even without tech. This way, your practice remains your practice, not tethered to the latest digital aesthetic. 5. Share selectively. Build privately. Social trends often feel communal, but your real work is private. Hold your process close. Share progress with trusted peers, not your public feed. Use sharing as accountability, not performance. Let your private ritual work fuel your authentic upward spiral without the pressure of external validation. Real manifestation isn't about showing up for the algorithm, it's about showing up for your integrity. 6. Reframe slips as evidence. Your stretching resistant days are not failure, they're signals of growth. When the same limiting pattern shows up, old belief, procrastination, identity insecurity, look deeper. Where did resistance anchor? What does that tell you about what still needs inner alignment? How can you gently respond the next day? Starting new anchor, small step, emotional note. Over time, this becomes your growth intelligence, proof that you're evolving, not just planning. Summary at a glance. Practice element, purpose, detached tool usage, redundant layered rituals, prevent give-ups when 1 part breaks, imperfection normalization, prevent guilt, sustain momentum, nuanced vision revisits, to refine, not discard purpose, detached tool usage, keep agency grounded in your intention, private, alignment, practice, preserve integrity over performance, resistance reframing, turn friction into learning and resilience. Final reflection. TikTok shows next-level editing. AI can build ideal routines, but your alignment is what creates grounded transformation in an unpredictable world. Manifestation isn't a trend. It's a practice of coherence between your aspiration, your identity, your discomfort, and your small daily actions. What's next in part 6? We pull it all together, wrapping the concept in a final roadmap. How to integrate manifestation as a sustained system. How to avoid future traps of trend hype. How to navigate evolving challenges without losing alignment. Stay with Think Fresh Daily. We're here to teach you how to manifest not just a dream, but a life earned through intention, action, and presence. You've traveled through manifestation's roots, unlearned surface-level trends, and built rituals rooted in identity and action. Now it's time to integrate all of that into everyday life and remain aligned even when the world moves fast. 1. Your new manifestation blueprint. Vision plus ritual identity. Forget chasing the next viral trend or affirmation hack. Your true power lies in this loop. 1. Vision grounded in values, not vanity. 2. Daily rituals that reinforce that identity. 3. Small, real action even on bad days. 4. Honest reflection and realignment. When this loop is practiced consistently, manifestation stops being a one-off excitement and becomes your lived process. 2. Staying consistent. When trends fade, social media will always push, try this trend, start right now, manifest her symbol. That's performative positivity, not transformation. Instead, revisit your core intention, why this matters beyond aesthetics. Prioritize a grounding rhythm, intention, action, proof each day. Return to your rituals, even when the trend is gone or your energy dips. Your identity, not your app, becomes your true guide. 3. Use tools strategically, not reliantly. AI, journals, routines. They're only as effective as your internal leadership. So consider using AI for micro-support like a mindset prompt, not to script your life. Keeping a paper or offline proof log, even if no internet exists. Letting your system stay portable, not locked to one tool or version. Tools amplify alignment, they don't create it. 4. Re-embrace the hard work, even when it's small. Real manifestation is gritty. It means choosing identity over inertia. It means micro-effort when no one's watching. It means returning to a ritual even after a slip. Scared, tired, uncertain, that's where the growth lives. 5. Anchor in ritual, not reputation. When trends shift or likes dry up, your alignment stays intact if it lives in your habits, not your feed. Practice rituals privately, not performatively. Celebrate micro wins, not external metrics. Share progress when it supports accountability, not validation. Real manifestation isn't public, it's purposeful. Emergence. Let identity emerge from repeated choices. Over time, identity shifts from who I think I should be to who I consistently prove I am. One micro action, one ritual repeated, one aligned choice, even imperfect. This creates trust, not just theory. Final thought and call to action. Manifestation is not a trend, it's a translation from thought to life, from desire to embodied action, from the viral loop to private alignment. If you've ever felt trapped in performing manifest, but not actually moving, this is your reset. Reground your vision in ritual. Replace consumption with real effort even when it's small. Build identity by doing, not by posting. Use the tools, but trust yourself. Think Fresh Daily stands beside you every step, not sparked by hype, but driven by integrity. Your next move. 1. Write your core intention again, this time rooted in why, not what. 2. Commit to one micro ritual starting now. 3. At the end of the day, log one proof that you acted aligned. 4. Reflect on resistance, not as weakness, but as growth point. If you follow this loop, day after day, your vision becomes grounded reality. No more trends, no more illusions. Manifestation becomes your practice, your faith, your life. Subscribe to Think Fresh Daily for honest tools, soulful growth, and grounded action. Real transformation doesn't happen with hype. It happens with intention. It's time to keep going. Solid, aligned, real.